What is up? Welcome to my channel. Welcome back. Thank you for tuning in. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. This video topic, we're going to talk about how to break addictions, how to do so spiritually, mentally, physically, all of it. And how you can break your addiction can be the key to unlocking all the success in your life. We're all addicted to something. Actually, some of the most common things that people are addicted to are not drugs or alcohol. If this is the first time you followed me or my story, I had a bad addiction to alcohol and that addictive type personality. So I've been around the block and I know what I'm talking about. I have a lot of experience in this area as well, and I'm excited to share the knowledge. In this video, we're gonna also dissect a little bit, how addiction, what it is, how to evaluate maybe if you have one, and then how you can handle it. Thank you for tuning in. I'm really excited to share what I've learned with you guys on this. I'm gonna ask once again if you could please subscribe to this channel, hit the bell for notifications, and I would love it. This would make my day if you just dropped a comment, what you liked, what you didn't like, I don't care, I can take it, or what you wanna see. And then also, don't forget to check out my Instagram here. And why don't we go ahead and get started? First, let's start out with what is an addiction. An addiction is a physical or psychological craving to a substance. So there's many types of addictions out there. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I had a bad issue with alcohol over 4 years ago. There are so many other common addictions. There's gambling, there's food, there's junk food, there's cell phones, there's social media, there's the internet. Whatever it is, there can be an addiction to it. And I guarantee you, we all have one of some form. I get this a lot. This is a common question asked, in my DMs or via email or whatever it is how do I know? How do I know if I'm addicted to something? First of all, you got to be honest with yourself and you got to really dig in deep. One way you can evaluate if you are addicted to something, and this is kind of, the first step on how to break the addiction, is to be honest with yourself, evaluate, and try and stop whatever this is for a week. If you can stop it for a week, you might not be addicted to it. However, do not rationalize that. What I mean by that, I could stop drinking for a week to prove to myself that I wasn't an alcoholic. Like, I could do that. I could say, hey, if I can go a week without drinking, I am not an alcoholic. That's what the brain does. It rationalizes that behavior. So don't mistake it for that. Now, when I took it a step further, so if I stopped for a week, I would be like, okay, maybe I don't have a drinking problem. Then I would start drinking, and guess what? I couldn't stop. So yes, I do have a problem. Even though I could go a week without it, that's just being stubborn, and that is just having some form of a little bit of self-control. So don't think the week thing is like a make or break. You gotta know if this substance controls you or this behavior controls you, because it can be a substance or it can be an activity. If it's something that takes precedence over every single thing, it might be an addiction, but you know what? Only you can determine that. That's how you kind of break it down to see if you do have an addiction. It's not just the things, like we said, that are bad. It's not just alcohol, it's not just drugs, it takes many other forms. So I already touched on this a little bit. The first thing you need to do to break addictions is you have to be honest. Honesty means so many things. I'm not necessarily talking to be honest with other people. I'm talking to be honest with yourself. You have to admit that you're addicted or you have an issue with X, whatever it is. That was the first step for me personally, and I think that's the first step for a lot of people, is to admit to yourself that this is an issue. This is controlling your life. This is something that you are addicted to. If you put it off or if you rationalize it, like I discussed before as well, not gonna work. You have to admit it. You have to be clearly honest with yourself, and just by doing that alone, what do they say? Honesty is the first step, and that can really lead you on this road to, okay, how do I change it? Which is, leading into steps 2 through the rest of them. So number 1, admit it to yourself, be honest, evaluate. Is it something you can't control? Is it something you're addicted to? And that honesty will take you a long way. Number 2 on how you can break addiction. Oh man, this is such a good one, and it's not even super specific to this, like it is, but it's so applicable to every single thing in life. Surround yourself with people that fit this future you, this future person that you're trying to improve. This one's a challenge. It's not easy. No one likes to change. No one likes the uncomfortable. It can be very uncomfortable, but get around people that fit your future and surround yourself with people that love you and support this change. So important, do it. That's one of the reasons why some of these support groups and AA and other things work so well, is because you're around people that get it. They understand. They're gonna push you to be better, not push you to stay the same or push you to stay in that comfort zone that's comfortable for them. I've seen it time and time again. People hang around people and that person wants to change and grow, but the people around them want them to stay the same. They want their party friend. They want their friend that's gonna go out with them or do this, that, and the other, and they sabotage them. It happens. So if you surround yourself with people that fit the future you can achieve much more. I promise you that. Like I said, this doesn't have to be specific to alcohol. It can be specific to whatever it is. Maybe you're addicted to sugar or candy or whatever it is, and you want to lose weight. Go surround yourself with people that want to lose weight or that are fit, you know? It helps, I promise you that. This next one is crucial as well. I'm a cheapo. Go ask my mom, go ask my family, my friends, they know that I'm cheap. But one thing you should not be cheap on is investing in yourself and investing in healthy habits. It's the best thing I've done for myself ever. Whether it's stuff that makes you feel good, like that self-care or a seminar or a webinar or a new book, investing in healthier habits can help you break your addiction. How? Because it is inspiring to think about what you can create with your own life, what you can create your own reality to be. And also it's very uplifting to invest in these things where, wow, I did this, I feel good, I don't need this. For me, it was like investing in that gym membership, investing in doing fun things that I love, like cryotherapy or anything health related where it's like, oh my gosh, this makes me feel so good, I don't need alcohol. It is a good replacement, it's a healthy replacement to invest in things that are healthy. When you feel good, you perform better, and it's also motivating to keep going. It's like that positive reinforcement, and it gets really fun. Invest in yourself. This next one, super important. They're all important, of course, but this one, fixing what is going on the inside. This is relatable to not just breaking addictions, but to life and to anything. Is you gotta fix what's going on in here. Why are you doing this? Why are you addicted to this? What has led you to use this as your coping mechanism? Dig down deep. You know, a lot of time it's things we need to recover from or trauma or things of that nature. If you figure out what's going on inside, you can help fix it. So example, let's say you're addicted to whatever it is. Go read about it. Like read research, read great books on it. Go to therapy, talk to someone. Find a way to get it out and process it. If you process it, it will help you no matter what it is. Everything starts with what's going on in here. So once you fix it, once you address it, it's gonna lead you to a better success rate and it's gonna help you break this addiction. This is where the magic happens. This one I absolutely love. It's a part of my morning routine, something I do every single day. Sometimes I do it in my sauna, but it gets really damn hot in there, so most of the times I just do it in the morning to prepare for my day. I meditate and I visualize. So meditation is powerful. I love guided meditation. It keeps your mind right. It keeps you moving forward towards the things you want for your future self. And then visualization. Visualize yourself not having this addiction. Visualize your life without this addiction. Visualization is so powerful. You can even take it a step further and make an awesome vision board that you have in your room or your bathroom where you look at it every single day. But if you visualize your future, if you visualize what you're gonna feel like, look like, act like, breathe like, be like without this addiction or without whatever's holding you back, you will create that in your mind, and then guess what? You create it in your reality. So if you visualize your life without this thing or this addiction, and you meditate to keep that mind right and keep yourself present and at peace, this can be a huge game changer in accomplishing and breaking this addiction. I promise you this one will help so much. It's been a life-changing practice for me, and I'm very grateful for it. So I highly recommend adding this into your morning, evening, afternoon routine, wherever you can fit it in. 5 to 10 minutes is good enough. So So the last one that I want to talk about is there are going to be times where you crave it. You crave whatever you're addicted to. You crave it physically, you crave it psychologically, and how do you break those cravings? This last one is reducing cravings, and I'm going to be honest, this is very challenging. You have to grasp onto the mental piece about this, and you have to do what works for you. I was watching this video and it had a really good insight is when you're craving something, take your mind out of this for a second and think about this from a third person perspective. So that third person is observing this person craving it, and it actually makes your cravings subside, which is crazy to think about, but the research shows that this actually works. What helps for me is to think about something else, almost like a distraction, or if it's like something food related, I make sure that I'm like drinking water or go get a healthy snack because clearly I'm hungry. If it's alcohol related, the thing that works for me is I think about all the stuff I've gained, not like physical things, but like mentally, and where I'm at now versus where I'm at then, and that makes the cravings of alcohol go away. I don't have them much anymore, but just thinking about the progress makes me squash that real quick. So I would practice this one. I know it's gonna come about. You know it's gonna come about. If you practice reducing these cravings, it can really help you because you know it's gonna come. And if you prepare to handle them and face them head on, you will be much more successful with that part of the process. Thank you for watching my video on how to break addictions, spiritually, mentally, physically, all of it. And I just wanna let you know that self-improvement in this type of change is hard. It's a hard path, it's a long path, it's an everlasting journey, but you can do it. If you truly want this, you can absolutely do it. I have faith in you. I am proof that you can do it. I was going down this path that was leading me to disaster, potential death, all of this stuff. Like if you even knew what I went through and how I completely 180 pivoted, it is powerful and it's something that I hold dear to my heart, but I just want you to know it's gonna be challenging, but it's worth it. All things great are worth it. A lot of things great are hard. And if you do the hard things and you figure out what you truly want and accomplish it, you're gonna feel really good about yourself. So thank you for watching the video. Subscribe to my channel, come back for much more, and let's rock this life together.